Amos chapter 3 verse 3 said, can two walk together except they be in agreement? And Genesis 1:26, the Bible said that God said, come, let us. Let us. Now, having quoted these two portions of the Bible, here's the thing here now. It simply means that nothing can coexist. Nothing can happen in between two persons or more without agreement. Even in the animal kingdom, particular animal of the same species must agree to coexist. If they don't agree, there will be problem within them. Why I'm saying this, you may be wondering, is this. The Nigerian problem today that looks like something that cannot be solved is not a rocket science. It's just as a result of the greed of few individuals, more especially external bodies. Let me remind you something. Do you remember, specifically now to Nigerians I'm talking to now, do you remember during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, that Goodluck Jonathan was a kind of trying to take the journey or the step of restructuring Nigeria just to solve this problem once and for all? Do you remember? Goodluck Jonathan gathered leaders, well-meaning Nigerians from every geopolitical zone, from every region of Nigeria, and brought them together in Abuja to have a meeting so that they will make their contributions and look into the areas that things need to. After billions of naira was spent on that project, what happened? When Buhari came up, he swept the result of that meeting, the findings, the suggestions, the good ideas, everything. He swept it under the carpet till today. Now, if you open Nigerian Constitution, the first thing you see there is that first statement you see there is that we, the Nigerian people, have agreed to build and establish this indivisible country called Nigeria. My question here now is, who are the we? Who are the we that come together to agree to make Nigeria a country? During that 1914 amalgamation of Lulugad, who did he consult from the north? Who did he consult from the west? Okay, let me say, who did he consult from the east and who did he consult from the west? Who? Who were the people that agreed? When and how was that meeting held? And where was that meeting held? There was nothing like that. Somebody for their own interest brought you people together. The northern and the southern protectorate jammed everybody together by force. Now, because of that, remember the two previous portions of the Bible that I've quoted. That is why what is happening in Nigeria today is happening. It shouldn't surprise anybody because there was no agreement. There was no agreement from the people of the north, from the people of the south, from the people of the West, there was no agreement. Now, because there was no agreement, tell me how a country like that can function. You are not the ones that created yourself, that created the country for yourself and said, okay, we want to stay together as one. Now, since they have put you together by force, what are you now supposed to do? The reason why I'm making this video is because Nigeria is not favoring any tribe. Take a look at this. Analyze it very well by yourself. Hausa Fulanis have been in Nigerian government for how long now? Yet, the Hausa Fulanis are the poorest in Nigeria. The highest rate of illiteracy is found in the north. The Yorubas have been in Nigerian government for how long now? Even look at this Tinubu's regime. All the key positions in Nigeria is given to his people, the Yoruba people. Yet, Nigeria and Nigerians are suffering worse than they suffered in the hands of Buhari today. Now, the time that South was given an opportunity, they saw what Goodluck Jonathan was up to. That Goodluck Jonathan was indeed on the assignment of fixing Nigeria. What happened? He was forcibly removed. Now, who is Nigeria favoring among all these tribes? None. Now, having said that, if truly people that are talking on the social media, we are one in Nigeria, is an indivisible, blah, 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 what is the thing to do? How do you make this country to be one and better? Is it by the word of mouth? No. Why haven't your leaders come together from the north, from the east, from the west, come together and said, how do we make this thing work? When young children of yesterday come to the social media to give the history of what they do not know about, maybe a kind of lies, propaganda that somebody is feeding their head, their brains with, I always shook my head. I said, is this the generation that will make this country better? It's not possible. Now, the narrative or the story of the Biafran War, what caused it? No, what actually caused it? If you want to know, General Gowon is still retired, he's still alive. Go and ask him what caused it. That war, which was not necessary. He knew why. And he knew what he did that made that war happen. Now, people are still clamoring for that same thing. Restructuring. Was that restructuring not the reason why the Civil War happened in the first place? That was the reason. Now, have your leaders from all these geopolitical zones come together to say, okay, how do we make this country better? How do we move forward? Why must everything be centralized? Put one man in charge of everything, of which he doesn't have the capacity to handle. Why you have state and state governors, you have local governments and local government chairmen, they are doing nothing. In terms of infrastructure, they are doing nothing. In terms of security, they are doing nothing. In all ramifications to bring something good to the people of Nigeria, they are doing nothing. Do you know that there are some governors in Nigeria that were owing civil servants in their state salaries even up to 2-3 years? Unpaid salaries. Some are not paid till today in Nigeria. The governors are incapacitated. When they loot from the federal level, the state, the little one that will be given to the state, the governors and his cohorts will loot it. In every state in Nigeria, in every region in Nigeria, people are suffering. Now look at one of the dangerous tools they are using to brainwash so that they can keep Nigerian citizens under control is tribalism. People will say tribalism and religion, but the major and the main one is tribalism. When you talk about religion, yes, religion contributes just little percent, like 5%. Because with religion, Nigerians can manage themselves. Yes. When you talk about the two major religions we have in Nigeria, which is Islam and Christianity, these are the two major religions Nigerians have. But there are other religions in Nigeria. Not everybody in Nigeria is a Muslim. Not everybody in Nigeria is a Christian. So that aspect of religion can be managed, can be handled. But the worst that they have been using to manipulate Nigerians till death is tribalism. Now, for the sake of those of you that will come to the social media and be talking about one Nigeria, what plans do you have? What plans do you have to fix Nigeria? Do you think you can fix Nigeria by talking on the social media, in the social media? No. Something needs to be done. And if that thing that needs to be done is not done, Nigeria can never be fixed. That is my humble submission. Thank you. And keep safe for me because I always love you. And bye.